My name is Alexis Dunst. I'm 34 and for 15 years I was married to Vincent Mercer. I met him at 17 while working at a law firm. Ambitious and charming, he dreamed of a real estate empire. We married when I was 19 and our son Tyler was born when I was 20. I worked part-time, saving my own money, remembering my grandmother's advice: a woman should have her own funds. When Vincent's business took off at 23, he asked me to quit and help him full-time. For 11 years, I was his unpaid bookkeeper, office manager, client liaison, and more, all while raising Tyler. He got the public credit, I got the invisible work. Over time, he grew distant, critical, and started making decisions alone. 3 months ago, he asked for a divorce at our kitchen table. His demand was cold and clear. He wanted the house, the cars, the business, everything. I could keep Tyler. I was blindsided, but what he didn't know was that I had a secret 3 years in the making. After his announcement, Vincent took control quickly. He moved me to the guest room, canceled my credit cards, and started parading his new girlfriend, Brittany, around our home. His mother, Lorraine, arrived to help me pack my belongings into garbage bags, deciding what I could keep, mostly old items, not the jewelry or furniture. I suppose best friend Diane was my emotional support, but I realized she was Vincent's spy, feeding him my plans. The worst part was watching Vincent poison Tyler against me, suggesting I was making the divorce difficult. I hired lawyer Nina Castellano, who initially thought I was defeated, but I was. 3 years earlier, while managing Vincent's books, I discovered the truth. His empire was built on debt. The house had 3 mortgages, leaving it $250,000 underwater. The business was drowning in nearly $500,000 in loans, back taxes, and vendor debt. The cars were leased. He'd lost money on cryptocurrency, gambling, and a secret apartment for an affair. Total debt, approximately $1.9 million against assets worth $1.6 million. Instead of confronting him, I protected myself. My separate assets, a $180,000 IRA from my old job and a $340,000 inheritance from my grandmother, were placed into an irrevocable trust for Tyler, legally untouchable. I documented every debt and waited patiently, knowing Vincent would leave eventually. When he finally demanded everything in the divorce, he was unknowingly demanding all the debt. I revealed my 3 years of evidence to Nina, whose strategy became clear: let Vincent think he was winning. For months, I played the role of the broken, defeated wife. In mediation, I asked for only $50,000 cash, my personal belongings, and shared custody, a mere crumb. Vincent, arrogant and eager, agreed immediately. He celebrated with Brittany, bought a $15,000 watch, and refused his lawyer Harold's strong advice to get an independent financial audit before signing, even signing a waiver against that advice. The final hearing arrived. Vincent was smug in his suit and new watch. I appeared tired and resigned. Judge Patricia Holden confirmed I understood relinquishing all major assets. I said I did, that I just wanted Vincent to have what he asked for. We signed the documents. Vincent eagerly scrawled his signature without reading the detailed addendum, the liability disclosure statement, listing every single debt tied to the assets he was claiming. His lawyer Harold paled as he read it and urgently whispered to Vincent, who finally looked at the numbers. $1.1 million owed on the house, $480,000 in business debt, $115,000 in car leases, $200,000 in personal liabilities. Total debt $19 million. Net value of everything he just claimed negative $300,000. Vincent exploded, claiming fraud. Judge Holden shut him down, noting the debts were for his assets and that he had waived his right to an audit. The agreement was final. I had given him exactly what he asked for: everything. He had just never realized everything included a mountain of debt. I walked out free. Vincent's world collapsed rapidly. Brittany left. He couldn't sell the house. His business faced lawsuits. Within months, he was consulting bankruptcy attorneys. Lorraine's facade crumbled. Diane's calls for forgiveness went unanswered. Tyler, who had watched it all, eventually understood. He saw his father's excuses and the truth in the documents. We reconciled in my small new apartment with a sage green kitchen, a color symbolizing my new beginning. Vincent showed up at my door months later, a broken man asking to talk for help. I reminded him he got what he requested, and I closed the door. My $50,000 settlement helped me start over. Tyler's trust fund remained secure for his future. I enrolled in interior design courses, finally building my own dream. My first client painted her kitchen sage green, calling it the color of new beginnings. I was finally free. Vincent had taken everything in the divorce. He just had no idea what everything truly was.